jumping and a bumping, rocking and a rolling, all day long, pulling and a pushing, biffing and a bashing, heaving and a hauling, roll along, what, till the sun goes down, push, those trucks around, clank, crack, go the wheels on the track, and roll along now, don't look back.
James the Red Engine and Henry the Green Engine have been best friends for as long as anyone can remember. Even though they may not always get along, they always seem to work things out. One evening, when the day's work was done, James and Henry were watching their favorite game show, Trivial Assault.
Come on, aim for Juneau. That's the capital of Alaska.
James, don't you think you're getting a little carried away?
That may be, but I just can't stand the fact that these people win a bunch of prizes, while I've never won anything. Maybe I should go on a game show.
What game show would you be qualified for?
I'm not sure. But I've got to try something.
Just then, Matt pulled up.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, James is trying to figure out what game show he would be best in.
May I suggest that you try Hero's new game show, Beasties?
What's that?
Hero told me that Beasties is a game show where two best friends win prizes just by knowing all about your best friend.
Just then, an idea flew into James's funnel.
Henry, we should go on that. We know everything there is to know about each other.
Honestly, I thought I'd never say this, but that's not a bad idea, James the Red Engine.
Why, thank you, Henry the... I want to say grappler engine.
The next morning, Henry was delivering a load of grain to the flour mill when James pulled up. He was excited.
Hey, Hen, I got us on tomorrow's episode of Besties.
How did you manage that?
There are some things you shouldn't know about me, but you better know everything else.
Oh, ask me, matey. Henry should be more concerned about how little you know about him.
What are you talking about, Salty? I know all about Henry.
Oh, really? How about I give you some questions to practice?
That sounds fair.
Alright, let's hear them, pirate boy.
One, never call me that. And second, this first question is for James. What's Henry's favorite color?
Pass.
What time does Henry go to bed at night?
Pass. Come on, give me something easy.
Okay, when's my birthday?
February...
You don't know anything about me, James.
In fact, if you look up something stored up in the dictionary, Meowty, I bet they find your picture.
Well, don't be mad at me. Those questions were tough. I bet you don't know when my birthday is.
Your birthday, James, is April 17th. Your favorite color is crimson. And you gotta be every night at 10 p.m. except on New Year's Eve when you go to bed at 8:30 because, and I quote, New Year's is a holiday invented by the media.
Well, it is.
Forget it. Find someone else to go on that show with you.
Come on, Henry. This is my one final chance of winning something. I'll do anything.
Even if it means focusing on someone other than yourself for more than 5 minutes?
That sounds terrible, but I'll do it.
That evening, Henry was about to tell James all about himself. But just after he started talking, James fell asleep out of boredom. This is gonna be a long night.
Oh, come on. My life story isn't boring, is it? You just puffed away?
I got bored! The next night, the game show was about to start. Henry and James were surprised, because across from them in the other contestant box were Bill and Ben.
Well, if it isn't Henry and James, I take it you guys are going to be our challengers.
Yeah, so?
So, you might as well get up now. We know all about each other.
Just because James and I aren't twins doesn't mean we don't have a chance.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Ignore them. Here comes Hero.
Konnichiwa and welcome to Besties! But now, before we begin, let's meet our contestants. First up are our challengers, Henry and James!
It's a pleasure to be here, Hero.
And next, you know them, maybe somewhat tolerates them. Bill and Ben!
Hey, Hero! Yeah, those two don't stand a chance.
Okay, here's the first question. What is your best friend's favorite vegetable? Oh, I'm sorry. What Henry wrote was cauliflower. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Coconut cream.
Bill and Ben, your answer?
Well, I'm going to go with green beans with garlic butter.
That is correct! This continued until at last there was one question left. Luckily, Henry managed to keep his and James' score tied with Bill and Ben's. Okay, folks, now it's time for the final question and the tiebreaker. What is your best friend's favorite job?
Pulling a fish train. Actually, it was shunting trucks at the quarry.
You know what that means. Okay, James, if you can answer correctly, you and Henry win the match.
Okay, think. Favorite job.
You're kidding, right? It's sort of my go-to place. I entertain the masses. The landlady is a boy magnet.
Construction worker.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were looking for variety show host. And you know what that means. And it also means that Bill and Ben are the winners. Narrator, tell them what they won. Bill and Ben have won a fabulous cruise.
Oh, how exciting! I always wanted to go on a cruise.
Needless to say, Bill and Ben were excited. But Henry was pretty cross with James. When they got back to the sheds, Emily was there to greet them.
Hey guys, sorry you lost.
Can you believe this guy? His favorite job is a variety show host. Man, that really cost us the game.
What cost us the game was going on a game show about best friends, when it's painfully obvious that we're not.
So, you're saying I'm not your best friend?
Yes, because my real best friend would know that I would like cauliflower. He would, of course, know my birthday. And he would certainly know my last name. And in case you were wondering, I would have loved to have gone a cruise.
Nice going, James.
James couldn't sleep well that night. The next day, James was picking up some logs from the transfer yards when Reneus and Scarlowe pulled up.
Man, this load is gonna take me all day. If Henry was here, he'd help me.
Why should he help you? You weren't much help to him on that game show last night.
Yeah, you're a terrible friend.
How's that so?
Let me answer the question with a question. How many friends do you have besides Henry?
Well, there are you guys.
Wrong. Try again.
Well, that's that guy who comes by once a week and we hang by the pool.
You mean Dan, the pool guy? Are you kidding yourself? Henry's your only friend. And if you're not careful, soon you'll have no friends.
James was starting to think that the reality Jensen might be right.
Well, what should I do?
You need to try harder to be Henry's friend.
How much harder? Like 2%?
Harder!
5%?
Harder.
10%? Are you guys nuts?
No, I mean 100%.
Well, that's possible. But if that's what I gotta do, then I'll try.
Good. Now, if you excuse me, there's a certain orange diesel that needs some loving.
A few days later, James took a blindfolded Henry to the docks.
Am I getting close to the pinata?
Take it easy, Henry. You can take the blindfold off now. I bought you, me, and Emily tickets to a cruise.
You mean the one from the game show? And not that I don't like having Emily around, but why is she coming?
It's just something that one best friend would do for another. Plus, in episode 4, the narrator mentioned that you took a liking to her.
Oh, I forgot about that.